Welcome to the Mesozoic Media Park. The goal for this park is to fill it with as many references to dinosaur movies, shows, documentaries, video games, you name it. Last time, we did another walking with dinosaurs enclosure. This time, I kind of want to pivot away from walking with dinosaurs for a little bit and do the Valley of Gwangi. Let's get right into it. So the reason why I decided to do Valley of Gwangi this time instead of continuing walking with dinosaurs is because I saw this little area right here with this kind of like nice background right here. I figured it would look like a pretty nice Valley of Gwangi enclosure. Valley of Gwangi, if you don't know, is a dinosaur movie that kind of mixes dinosaurs with westerns, which is just, you know, it's a fun concept. It's a fun concept. Now, the ideal scene that we can recreate here is the scene where a Styracosaurus fights Gwangi. That's probably like one of the most iconic scenes in the whole movie, so it certainly makes sense that that's what we would create here. And it's going to be a fairly simple enclosure, but I feel like we can make it look pretty darn nice. Like, we'll use this type of rock right here, and what we'll do is we'll fill in all of this. There we go. We have that backdrop right there. Now, my plan is I want to create this sort of ledge that all of the main characters were hiding on when Gwangi was, of course, trying to get them. So it's like a little bit of a cave, essentially. So I have a pretty decent picture pulled up. I guess I can just recreate it there. That's going to be like the main thing with this. In fact, I wonder if it'd be cool if I made a viewing gallery inside said cave. Will I be able to do that? Let me try a couple things. Like, let's say if I lift all of this up right here, like so, and then we flatten it a little bit. And let's say I put a viewing gallery right, like about here, right? Yeah, it does that, which that might be a little bit of a problem. Let me see if I can fix this up a little bit. That's right, okay, I can do that. So yeah, I could probably make this work, honestly. We could probably make this work. Let's see if, first, let me make sure that I can get a proper path here. Maybe like a path that kind of feels a little bit more Western. Maybe, perhaps, like this, I don't know. And then we put it here, and then right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I could probably flatten that out. You just need to round it off a little bit so it doesn't look as dramatic, I guess. And then what I can do is, I really need to make it look cave-like. So we'll keep with the same rocks that we were using. Like, we could make it huge. Surround that with rocks, like so. Like that. Have it all connected, like this. Like, I really wanted to make it feel like you're going on a little bit of a hiking trail to get up here, I guess. I want it all to feel so incredibly Western. And then we could put this like this, and then have it extend out a little bit to try to make it look like the cave. We'll get some different rocks on top, like that. There we go, and it's like over here, it's like you're walking into the cave. Like so. Right, and then you have the cave right here. How can I actually see stuff over this? No, you cannot see stuff. So I guess what I could do is I can advance move this, try to make it so that it's a little bit lower. How's that look? I'm sure you'll be able to see the dinosaurs in there. So yeah, that's the cave. And then I got to make sure that I put down some rocks that kind of like slope over here. Because I think, if memory serves me correctly, there should be a little bit of a path. And that's how people actually got into the cave. So we could slope that a little bit. Let's turn down the angle snap a bit. Slope it like that. And then go like this. Like that. And then as for the rest of this, let's have some rocks like this. Go up like here. Okay. That kind of looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's really not too far off from the cave from the movie. You know, it's just I made it a little bit more functionable by having the viewing gallery in there, which, you know, might as well. Since we can do it, we might as well. So after that, we need to do our very classic tactic of creating the rest of the enclosure using rocks. Because that is, at the very least in this case, it certainly fits. Make sure it's really separated from the cold biome right next to it. Yeah, remember to make it so that it's not too terribly large. Now, there are some mountains in the background as well, so, you know, this does fit. Okay, like that. Now we need to make everything else look like it's Western. So it's all fairly flat. So I guess what I can do is try to mix in different types of terrain brushes, try to make it look decent. Root riddle dirt. Get some rock as well. Oh yeah, that's good. There's a ton of small rocks in the dirt in the movie, so that certainly works, I suppose. And there is some vegetation in the background, so we can include that vegetation that kind of looks like this, a little bit, kind of make that a little bit sparse. And then what we can do is try to thin it out a bit. Kind of like that. And I will say that that's probably as close as we can realistically get. I don't know what else we can add to this either to make it look even more like Gwangi. Let me see what the view looks like at the very least. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to see them walking around, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else we could do. Dang, I thought that would take me a little bit longer than it really has. So maybe I should try to figure out something else to do for this video. We'll do that while we're waiting for them to do their thing. So obviously Gwangi, sometimes Gwangi's called an Allosaurus, sometimes he's called a T-Rex. I'm just going with the Allosaurus route. He's got like some purple, like he's got more of a purple coloration, so maybe that's not too terribly far off. And it's all fairly plain, so I guess I can just do that. There we go, that kind of matches him. The Styracosaurus is also fairly purple. So I guess we'll do that. And then again, not much in the way of patterns. So we'll do that. Man, this park is really growing. This is really cool. I love seeing it become more and more complete, you know? So on that note, there's also a few more things that we can do over here, I guess. We can dress it up a little bit more to make it seem like it's a tad bit more clean and, you know, Western themed. So it's like, let's, you know, round this out a little bit so it doesn't look as ugly. Can I even walk up there? I should be able to. Let me check. Yeah, we can fit. There's Gwangi, so you can definitely see him, which is pretty cool. And then I imagine that you'll be able to see the Styracosaurus once it's, you know, depending on where it's walking around. But what we can also do is fill this in with some more deserty style rocks. Do like this, and then like that, and then like that, and then like that, and then like that, and this one needs to be adjusted, methinks. Get away from there a little bit, so it's not so much on the trail. Okay, and then obviously we'll fill in this with, I guess, some root riddle dirt. Make it all blend together, I guess. It's not bad. That's kind of cool. And it really matches the Dinosaur King style. Doesn't match the Dead Sounds Dinosauria style nearly as much, but that's pretty cool. So I guess over here is like a little bit of a dead end, which I should probably start thinking about ways to remedy things like that. Like maybe have a path that goes around here so you can go over here and see more exhibits over there. Yeah, that's probably what in fact, I'll do that right now since, you know, this episode didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Is this the kind of path I have? Yeah, okay. So yeah, what we could do is we can have the path go over here, and then we can have a curve over here, like so. And then I guess go like this, like that. And then have it link up with the walking with dinosaurs. This is going to be a very difficult park to navigate. I'm not gonna lie. This park is not gonna be fun to walk around, especially with how huge it's gonna be. Because obviously we're going to be doing a tour once the park is done. You know, taking a look at every little thing that we have accomplished on this park. Because it is quite a cool park, if you ask me, especially with all of those rock formations. But it's going to be really interesting to walk around. But let's check out Gwangi and see. Oh, look at that. They're just chilling together. Chilling like a villain. I really like the way that this turned out, though. I like the fact that I used the cave as the sort of viewing area for everybody to see the Allosaurus potentially. You can't see them right now. That's fun. And I like how it all connects right here. I think that that's very nice. Plus, it was pretty barren out here. So at the very least, we have something, to add, something additional to it, I guess. They look pretty cool, honestly. That's a very nice backdrop. In a lot of ways, it feels a lot like the Valley of Gwangi. So let's see here. Before I end the episode, let me make sure there's nothing else I can do to try to improve things at the very least. Last time we already placed a lot of trees all over the place. This time I don't know what we can do. What I can do is, so that it's not just like, oh man, we have nothing to do while we're walking over here. I can put some viewing in. Like a good old nice viewing platform that it'd be nice if viewing platforms could see 360 degrees around it instead of in just one location. That is a little bit annoying. Plus, it's set up in such a way. I guess I could put it there. Although, oh man, the viewing is so bad that it's you can't even really. Jeez. Okay, where can I put this? Where can I put this? It's just. I guess. I don't know. I guess right there. There we go. 2 viewing for the carnivores exhibit. Hello, Allosaurus. Hello, Chasmosaurus. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. Because, yeah, it's overall preferable for you guys to be doing okay. What about a viewing area for our Eutyrannuses? Does this work? Yeah, it looks like it. I could put it, right in close to the center right there. And then you get, oh.
We have added a new viewing platform ready for you to gain an elevator.
I'm going to keep it there, but it's not good. It's not a good viewing platform. I know there's probably some things I could do to fix it, but we'll fill this in right here. Still make it look like it's at least closer to the Dinosauria theme. There we go. I guess what I could do, lower that a little bit, maybe. Now, can you see in now? There's trees in the way. But I kind of like the way that looks. So I think I'm going to keep it like that. We'll just keep it like that. Yeah, it's kind of cool, honestly. It's just man, they need to trim their trees or something. I don't know, because I can't see anything. But okay, yeah, that's all we're going to do for this episode. This was a little bit of a shorter episode this time around. As per usual, if you have any suggestions of what movies, shows, documentaries, video games you'd like to see in this park, be sure to leave them down below, and hopefully we will be able to get to them. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.